Right. In regards to community too, I want to say, I got to quote Dick Gregory. I don't think there is an actual black community or even a conscious community is black folks.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you ask me, I don't subscribe to that. There's folks that have like certain things, whether you're Hebrew or Kemite, and it seems like they're trying to get to a place where they can actually have a community, and I commend that. That's why I came into the community, and I feature the Hebrews, the Kemites, or Dr. Ali and his situation, because I like what they're doing. They're actually really trying. It's a work in progress, you know. So that's my person. That's my purpose of going.
We're closing out.
Signing off.
All right, we signing off.
It's 8 o'clock.
We signing off. We closing out. But to answer your question, ready for all, even though it wasn't a question, it was a statement.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a conscious community.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
There is a conscious.
Yeah.
That's like me. All right, brother. This is definitely a powerful, positive brother right here, Brother Divine Prospect. Sometime I gotta see how he takes the question.
Pressure,
I do that
right?
to everybody.
I know to do that.
So
yeah,
it ain't personal.
No, you know I
my
know.
little brother, man.
You know I know.
And I respect and love you, man. And I'm gonna say to the Hebrews that's out there, y'all gotta pick this young brother's mind. This brother have the information. Make sure y'all get in touch with this brother. He's definitely out there doing the work. Brother Ready for All. Thanks for coming through. Go and subscribe to Brother Ready for All. Because you know how the older G's do. We pass it down to the young brothers. And they getting it in.
Shout out to
so
Dr.
that's
Ben
why I
too.
let my brother, this brother right here,
Dr. Ben.
Brother Ready for All, work side by side with me with Dr. Ben, getting all the footage.
And who else was there with Sean?
Oh,
you
Brother
stay
Divine
even
Prospect.
Divine out, yo.
Brother Divine Prospect was also in the building. Now, I want to say this. Have you ever considered, my brother, running for public office? Because you definitely answer questions like a politician. No, only in a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Yeah, I hear you.
Negative.
I hear you.
Question.
Exactly. When you say run for office, if I'm going to run for any office, it has to be an office that the people who are indigenous to that office is supporting. So if it's a system, when you say office like Republicans, Democrats, the Tea Party, I'm not running for none of those offices because they don't represent the plight of indigenous people here in America. So we would have to create a nation, and if we did create a nation, heck yeah, I would run for office in that nation. You know what I'm saying?
They don't represent us here in America because we don't have our people in here.
And that's what I'm saying.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you look at,
Go ahead, Don.
when you look at brothers like Charles Barron in Brooklyn and see how he representing Brooklyn. I went out there, I visited his home. I even went up in there and interviewed him. You gotta go check that.
Wow,
He's
that's
still on
what's
my
up.
joint. Long time ago. He took us around, he showed us the schools. So he need help. You got my brother named Divine Allah, who used to be a Black Panther Party, black in the Black Panther Party, who is now in Trenton, New Jersey, who also ran out there. We need to begin to put our people in position.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
I hear what you're
so
saying.
that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying running for office.
I hear you. Can I respond back?
If you're not going to be in it, then why are we fighting? What are we fighting for? Are we going to keep begging to the white man to don't do this, to do that? No, we need to put our people up in there, brother.
Now let me, and I want to say this, and if we do get into office, or if I did run for office, the purpose of me running for office is to bring this conscious information to the masses of black people who don't have it. So then we can take over the cities, take over the towns, and we can create a system that's indigenous to all of us. But first, we may need the publicity to do so. You know what I'm saying? I got invited to do interviews on TV. I declined it, right? I got invited to do articles in newspapers. I declined it. You know why? Because we are not in a state where we have enough leverage and power to take things by storm. If I come out with this information and I don't have a lot of brothers that's running for these offices aside of me, they're going to try to take Divine out. And that's going to send a message to everybody else like, yo, don't ever get as popular as Divine, because when you do, our objective is to take you out. This is not saying that we are scared to die, because I'm willing to die for my cause. The point I'm trying to make is that I'm going to need a conscientious effort. This is why Divine bands behind RBG, because at the end of the day, my Hebrew Israelite ideology is mine for myself. But when I band together with other black people, we have to put those things at the door and look at issues like you said, a political voice in our community, and come together to build and say, okay, the common denominator between all of us is food, clothing, shelter, clothing, and the next generation. How can we preserve this in its current state of affairs, and how can we initiate plans that's going to take us back from slave-minded, which we are now, back to an indigenous state of mind where we were powerful, we were kings and gods and queens and all this other stuff. So we have to get into the unconscious community, make them conscious, and bring those masses into our community so we can start creating offices for ourselves.
All right, that's peace.
Peace. When you're dealing with politics, it's more so about finances. You know, you can't just think that because I'm black, you black, you're just gonna, it's gonna work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? In regards to President Barack Obama, you know, he's a president of a corporation. When he goes on campaign, he's fundraising.
See, I didn't want to touch that because Sanada was talking about something different, but go ahead.
Right. But in regard, even if it's you're gonna have to campaign and fundraise. We have to have certain finances to back you. You just can't go out there and run.
Just off the spirit of running.
You got to feed yourself.
Exactly.
You got to pay money for some water or something when you're running, right? When you're jogging.
Yeah, that's when the people come in.
Right, exactly. So,
and that's why you need to support these independent venues that we're creating on platforms, because now we can get those who are out there in these offices to come into our community to see the information that we bring in so they can just represent us as well as being the conscious thought. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. Right.
In regards to community too, I want to say, I got to quote Dick Gregory. I don't think there is an actual black community or even a conscious community is black folks.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you ask me, I don't subscribe to that. There's folks that have like certain things, whether you're Hebrew or Kemite, and it seems like they're trying to get to a place where they can actually have a community, and I commend that. That's why I came into the community, and I feature the Hebrews, the Kemites, or Dr. Ali and his situation, because I like what they're doing. They're actually really trying. It's a work in progress, you know. So that's my purpose. That's my purpose.
We're closing out.
Signing off.
All right, we signing off.
8 o'clock.
We signing off. We closing out. But to answer your question, ready for all, even though it wasn't a question, it was a statement. Yes, there is a conscious community.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
There is a conscious. That's like me saying there ain't no Hebrew community. Ain't no such the so-called Hebrew community. No, there is a conscious community.
Okay.
When you look at brothers like Professor James Smalls and Booker T and Dr. Ali Muhammad and Brother Polite and Brother Sarnetta and Sarah Susan Setti and all these and Dr. Leonard Jeffries. Even Divine Prospect. Even Divine Prospect. There's a conscious community. So when y'all get this stuff about, oh man, ain't no so-called conscious community. What you mean so-called?
Well, I mean,
it is a conscious community.
Down. Look,
you niggas are just looking for a goddamn miracle. Like there's no fighting in the conscious community. Hebrews fight amongst Hebrews.
There's a fight.
Hold on. Yeah. Hebrews fight against Hebrews. Hebrews argue against Hebrews. You might not see it like that. Muslims fight against Muslims. Is there a Muslim community? Yes. Muslims fight against Muslims.
They have structures and things like that.
Everybody fight amongst themselves,
I love the
So when it comes to, it ain't no conscious community, come on, man. Y'all niggas stop buck dancing. Not you, brother. I'm talking about the Negroes out there.
I like direct.
Stop buck dancing, nigga. Because if it wasn't, where you think you come from?
I think we have to define community, because when you're talking about community, I think he says like houses.
There is a conscious community.
Stores, stuff like that.
That's a commune.
There's a Muslim community. There's a Hebrew community. We don't, and that's another thing, brother. We don't say so-called Hebrew Israelites. We're gonna start saying it though, because y'all be dissing us. Oh, the so-called conscious community.
I don't be.
We're gonna start saying the so-called Hebrew Israelites. The so-called. We don't do that.
I think it's formulating now.
But y'all do that all the time.
They do. I never said that. Okay.
But we're gonna start. Cause that's how y'all be on some disrespectful shit. So we gonna start.
You gotta be a man of
so-called Hebrews.
You cannot.
So-called Hebrew Israelites.
Add fire with fire. You gotta use water to put out fire, son.
I know.
So that means your integrity has to be.
What's my sign? What's my sign?
Your sign? Well, I don't know. When
you're Aries, right?
I'm a fire sign, man. Come on, man.
That's why you starting fire, man.
I'm a fire sign.
But what I'm saying is that we have to be able to have a degree of integrity and our character. If somebody defames me, a good judgment of character is how I respond to it. Do I react or do I act? A reaction would be for me to try to put out fire with fire. Action would be for either for me to consciously avoid it or try to soothe whatever that concern is. So we have to have our integrity in check when dealing with people, and we should not let people give us overly emotional. That's why you'll see me, I'll get passionate when I talk. When I interface with brothers, you never hear me disrespect anybody. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, that's a negative vibration that I don't want to put out in the atmosphere because I don't want it coming back to me. So I try to respect everybody as well as I can, as much as I can, and I do so with a degree of integrity because I understand that the best display of your character is how you hold yourself in situations where other people will get uptight, will get angry, will get mad, and to be able to be very disciplined. Now, I'm going to touch on this and let Art end off. When he says communities, I understand what Sanada means and what he means. Right. Sanada said community is communing of people coming together. Right. Whether it's a platform where there's services and goods that's being offered and sold, that's the storefront. Where there's a platform where people are speaking, you know, that is a particular community. But what Art is saying is that structural-wise, right, do we have a community like the Muslims have? Do we have a community like the Jews have? Do we have a community like some white communities have, where they have in their own communities buildings, they have stores, they have all these concrete means to exhibit and tell people, look, this is our community for real. So it depends on how you define that term, and I think both of them are right. It depends on the definition of the term community, and I'm gonna let you end off so we can get out of here.
I mean, I think you said it all right there, brother. You knew exactly what I was talking about, and you know, respect to what's going on, man, because I love what you guys, I love what we're doing, and I want to say this: we're in a time where we can actually support each other. We don't have to complain about what somebody else is doing. Like, I have a channel, it's Ready for All on YouTube, that's the number 4. And my brother right here has Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. We have Sanada TV. If you're not watching Ready for All, watch Kingdom Harbor Ministry. If you're not watching Kingdom Harbor Ministries, watch Sanada TV. Get the education, get the information, and build. And you know what? In regards to running for campaigning or anything like that, people need to donate. Donate to what I got going on. Donate to what something I got going on. Donate, yeah, because that's the campaigning right there. You know what I mean? That's the real campaigning. We don't have to go run for office and all that stuff, because once you do that, really and truly, you compromise what you're about. Because
we gotta run. We gotta run, man.
Well, we
want power. You want power? You can't call no shots. Don't you know when you're in them offices, you make up laws? You become the lawmaker?
Right,
I'm talking about in these, I'm not talking about being the big president.
Right.
I'm talking about right here in your community. You begin to make goddamn laws.
But check this though. But check this.
You know, you begin to crack down on the police and shit like that.
But you know what?
See, look, for example, look at Bill Perkins and them niggas. Them niggas is not us. Right. They not our people.
Exactly.
Right.
But I'm talking about if we have brothers like you and brothers like Sutek.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? In these positions, then we could begin to start making rules and laws that fit our people. Because see, look, if we keep saying we don't need to be involved in it, guess what's going to happen? Right. We ain't going to be involved.
You gotta have.
You're going to have these the Hispanics coming up and controlling and ruling, because they already starting to outnumber our people already.
The Hispanics is not the issues though, man. That's not the problem.
Brother,
I know you use it as a vague term. I know what you're saying. Use it as a general statement.
That it's not just the white man no more. All right? It's the whole human family that we're gonna be fighting up against sooner or later, brother. We fighting them now.
There's steps to
the whole human family.
But let me ask you this though. And the brother's not here to actually defend us or whatever, right? But speaking on the systems that we're talking about in regards to Kingdom Harbinger Ministries, and also the government that Ali Muhammad is the president of, ARNA, Aboriginal Public of North America. What do you think about, and even Brother Polite has New Covenant. How does those organizations or governments, or you can speak on what yours actually is, how do people interface with that and interface with the general public's form of organization? Because from my understanding, in ARNA, they have their own government system. So why should somebody like Ali, who's an intellectual, be worried about running for New York mayor if he's already the president of ARNA?
Totally different.
Shouldn't we?
Now you're talking about putting yourself in a position of power.
But this is what I'm talking about.
Totally different.
Shouldn't we all want to
for the mayor?
Oh, so Ali has no power.
Ali got all the fucking police those are his puppets. Right. He tells them what to do. He gives them their record. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Who do you think they work for? They work for the mayor. They work for you. You become the man right there.
What I'm saying is that if mine's still on?
Yeah.
Alright, so check it. How do you feel like
when I say run, see,
right. You're talking about running for political office.
I'm not telling our people vote for these damn bastards.
Right, I'm saying vote for somebody like you.
I'm saying vote for somebody that we shape and mold and put in that position that we know that that's going to do something for our people.
But what I'm saying is that from my investigating ARNA, talking to Brother Divine right here, they have their own system that is counter the general public, counter the mainstream politics. So I'm saying, if Ali is saying this, all indigenous folks should want to be a part of his government, and that's self-reparations. Why not join that? Why not encourage more so that than encouraging the system that obviously hasn't been working? Every time you vote for somebody,
because you have a bigger platform now, a huger platform now. You see what I'm saying? And you talking about.
But that huge platform is being compromised by other people, like you said.
That's if you let it be compromised.
But it has to be compromised.
Charles Barron, is he being compromised? When he go out, when you see him speak, you know who Charles Barron is.
Keeping it real.
You out there in Brooklyn.
Yes.
So you should know, when you see Charles Barron speaking, do it sound like a man that's being compromised? He telling you what we need to be doing.
What's his name? Marty Markowitz. He goes to the BAM and talk real nice and everybody claps.
Can you imagine if we had a brother like Attorney Alton Maddox?
And what position?
As the mayor of New York City. The mayor.
He'd still have to compromise his situation because, like you said, we're outnumbered. That's one. Right? We're outnumbered. So how?
He's saying he represents not just black people, but everybody that's in the
right.
city.
And what happens is this.
I know what you're saying, but you're gonna show more favor towards your people.
Yeah.
Just like everybody do when they get in the office.
But check this though.
Like
Think about
Giuliani and all of
Obama.
them.
Think about Obama. Everybody voted for him because he's black, but he still has one. The people that's black don't have the finances to actually make him move. He took advantage because he's black. Yeah, I'm black. But if there's no finances backing him, nothing's gonna change.
No, I know that. You're gonna have
so
finances.
same thing for the mayor.
Let's say you see Devon running. Would you run? Would you go out and vote for
whatever Devon is doing, he's a man of integrity.
Would you vote for Devon?
I'll vote for Devon.
Oh
Yeah, but his is still recorded.
Mine's on, right?
Yeah.
I'll vote for Devon. I support Devon big time. You know what I mean? Whatever business he got going on, I put him on. If he needs something, I'll try to help him the way I can, and he helps me.
Yeah.
So that's not even a question. But in regards to putting yourself in a position where the mainstream does not.
So you saying your take is we don't need to get into their position. We don't need to get into
we need to, but there's steps. What happens is we gotta understand that being black is not enough. You have to have finances. There has to be a.
Yes, we know that.
Right.
We know that.
But Devon can't win. So that's what I'm saying. So he can't.
Nah, that's not true. Don't say that.
Listen,
he can't win.
If he's a part of the conscious community, the conscious community cannot elect Devon Prospect.
See, that's where you're wrong at.
I'm not wrong.
He's not appealing to the conscious community.
Well,
when you get into them office, you're appealing to the city.
Yeah, to the city. So what is he supposed to talk about when he talks to the masses?
You do everything every other politician get in there and do. Talk that talk. And when you get into that damn seat, now it's time for you to walk your walk.
Nah, but they don't do that. They tell you.
Don't they tell you all the good shit they're gonna do for us? And when they get in there, what do? They forget all about us, right? So what I'm saying is, play their game.
They don't know.
Listen, no, they do that.
I don't believe that.
Charlie Rango do that.
What I'm saying is,
show me where you see Charlie Rango doing anything for black people here in America. For us, nothing.
Because they're not paying him. That's what I'm saying. He's the leader of a corporation. They're not paying him. So he's gonna talk that talk, and then when you get in, you're gonna have, like you brought up, Latinos or Hispanics. If they paid him for something, he gotta do what they paid him for. That's how it works. If we don't have our finances right, ain't nothing gonna happen. That's why I agree. I would say if my brother had Kingdom Harbinger Ministries and he's a Hebrew, I would say Hebrews join his organization and support this brother. And if you have a contention, if you're GOCC or if you're part of the AOCC, keep that. But support this brother's Kingdom Harbinger Ministries. If you're a persuasion of, if you like Ali, join Aboriginal Republic of North America and support that brother. But going into the mainstream politics where you have to compromise or think you're gonna make something happen when you're not being paid by those that are like-minded like you, it's not gonna work. We've seen that story already. And on some real, we can't forget, bang on the internal parasites and external parasites, change your lifestyle by being a fruitarian or vegetarian and make that upgrade, man, because that's what it's about. That's if you eating flesh and all that, this is me. So you eating flesh and all that, your integrity is gonna be compromised in forms of disease, and we know that's true. We ain't got to argue about that. Ain't no debate. So change your lifestyle and maybe.
So how do we fight police brutality?
Well,
every time one of our brothers gets shot, what we do?
Listen.
Make signs.
What are these?
Go out there, listen. Hold our hands up.
No, I ain't with that. I'm not with the.
Right.
I'm not with that.
If we have people in positions of power, we can do something real quick.
The position. What happens is
we can do something real quick.
The psyche of the people ain't right because they ain't eating right, man. The chemical reaction is happening. You can't spawn a powerful mind. That's why Ali made it. He emphasized the health.
You know why I disagree with you? Because when you say that, you are telling me that white people is all eating white. All white people are eating right.
No, they're not eating.
All right then. So they look, come on,
no,
bro.
What I'm saying is this. No, listen. We're in a society that's
yes, we are not eating right. I agree.
Neither white folk.
There you go.
I know that. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So look. We eating horrible just like they eating horrible, and people say
so that's not it.
What I'm saying is this: black folk, they say we don't work together. I think we are working together. We're all working in concert to dehydrate the world and ourselves and bring this whole thing down. Oh, I don't need the mic no more.
Oh,
okay, not on.
So what I would say is, and since ours getting it and you're still live streaming, you had asked a very important question. I wanted to put this on record before I go.
Ahead, brother.
But you said, how can we combat police brutality? So that is saying that if
first of all, I want to say something. Pardon me. From my understanding, and you're a man with words. You got the words. We shouldn't even be saying police brutality. That's the first thing. That's the surface wrong situation. We should be saying police terrorism. Am I incorrect or am I right?
I agree with you too.
Right, so
I'm with you on that.
You can't win with no police brutality. That's one. So
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have to start enacting plans on how to combat it before we can get to a position of power where we can overthrow the system that is compromising our integrity as a unified front as people. That. One thing, is it still recording?
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing we could do, and this is something that we are having meetings on, and the meetings are like, okay, if we have police brutality, what's one way to combat it? One thing that I teach is nationalization, which is very important, and also we are trying to craft up an application for your iPhone or for your Android phone. Well, what do you mean by this? What this application would do is that anytime there's an incident of police brutality, once you hit that button on that app, it will automatically start recording video and it will automatically start recording audio. And what it'll do is it'll send a notification to everybody in that community that has that app, so we can come out and respond to these incidences when they take place. Because we have to have a response team that responds to every one of these incidents that happen, because once they see a cohesive, collaborative effort and a collective effort by all the indigenous black people and all of our communities responding to this police brutality to the point we're having a political voice on TV and we are organized, then they will start taking us seriously, and then they would think twice before killing us down. Now, another thing is that you'll see that the people that's being killed are not individuals that's affiliated with Muslims, not individuals that's affiliated with Jews, people that's not affiliated with a cohesive collective system or government of people. Okay, they are not killing people who are affiliated with these individuals. For example, Amadou Diallo was supposed to be a Muslim, right? But he was not in his Muslim guard when he got shot. If he was in his Muslim guard, they would think twice before they pulled the trigger and killed that man. Why am I saying this? Because we are not recognized nationally as a collective whole or cohesive group of people that's going to respond financially, economically, politically, even militarily if we have to, when you kill somebody that has been nationalized under a collective whole in our community. We can first start by creating these systems so we can get everybody on the same page. The hotline was one that I mentioned before, but the app, we escalated to the app, so that way anytime something happens, everybody has a cell phone. You hit that app, it'll start recording video and audio and send a notification to everybody in that community so that everybody can respond anytime you see anything funny. The lawyers will come out, the doctors will come out, the politicians will come out, and we will all come and assess the situation with expert witnesses. So that's why when it comes to court, there will be no shadow of a doubt as to what happened, and we will show a collective, cohesive, coherent effort in combating police brutality. So if y'all with it, y'all need to send me some inbox to kingdomharbinger@gmail.com. I can sign you on with this project and we can get it out there ASAP, so that way we can have a front against police terrorism. And with that, I'm done.
Yo, that's powerful. I support that 100% right there. All right, with that, family, we say peace and black power. We out.
Shalom.
Next time we see you, and your ass in the building.
Peace.
April 19th, we in the building.
19th, word up.